All right, let's see if we got everything working. It has been a nightmare. Hello, everybody. Sorry if I look weird. I just smoked a fat bowl and hacked half my lungs out, so I hope I don't look weird. What the heck? What does it kind of sound? Hello. Can I hear myself through the speakers? I think I got it figured out where I can talk and my computer can still be on, and then if somebody subscribes or something like that, I'll hear the notification and I won't miss it because I miss them frequently. So anyways, hello. What's up, Bob? Sparks? How are you guys? And it's also good to see you too, Miss Russell. How are you guys tonight? I'm ready to carve some pumpkins, but man, it has been a nightmare trying to get this going. My cameras, the lighting, everything. So it ain't very good, but it's the best I got right now. I tried to do some effects and, some Halloween stuff so I could be all spooky and whatever, get into the spirit of everything, but I failed. So anyways, who's been playing some Generation Zero? I'm enjoying that game. Been running with Will, been super fun. He doesn't talk in party chat. He only texts, and he must have a deal for texting because he is super quick at it. I mean, he'll stop 3 seconds and I'll have a 20-word text from him. So, hey, settle down in there. Okay. I think I can still hear myself through the speaker. Let's turn it off just in case. So anyways, yeah, it's been pretty fun playing that game. I recommend it. Okay, well, I looked around for some designs because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And I found one that was of a pumpkin eating another pumpkin. So I thought that's what we'd do tonight. You guys are more than welcome to cut or carve whatever you want to do. Just grab your pumpkin and your spoon and gut that bugger out because it's messy. Now, I've already taken the time and a little bit of time and cleaned out the big one. The little ones, I'm not for sure what we're going to do with those. We'll see how much time we got. So let's switch over to the other camera and see if we can get started here. Oh, what level am I now? I am 30, almost ready to be 31. Got a couple of experimentals, got a couple of golds. Oh, I got a experimental 50 cal. Yeah, game over. That thing chews through everything. I just got I don't know, I haven't fully gotten good with all the weapons. This one's, I'd been using a UMP5. That was gold. That was pretty good. I have a purple assault rifle and a purple light machine gun. I've been really liking them. Oh man, that assault rifle, even though it's purple, holy shit. I can't wait to get the gold or the experimental. I mean, I can't even imagine what that's going to be like. But the 50 cal I got right now, I can shoot, well, I have an extended clip, 18 rounds. I can drop a Firebird in the sky in one clip if I use armor piercing. And I don't miss too many times. Yeah, dropping all the big guys quick, well, with both of us running and we got great weapons. I think I think he's got the gold AK. He said something about uh, what is it called? It's not called modding. It's called something. You can do two. And I think he put 40% faster reload after killing an enemy. He says it's literally 1.5 seconds to reload. So, I mean, that thing's 40. I don't know what the gold clip is. I think I got a blue clip in mine and it's 41. So I'm thinking gold's going to be like 60, 55, 60. I mean, it's not, each color isn't many in the clips, those kind of clips. So, but yeah, I mean, it just, uh, even the purple one, I can almost kill two of the wolves, which are the bigger two-legged. I mean, I should say the mid-range. Okay, the smaller of the two-legged uh, robots, machines. Uh, the big ones are called tanks, and they kind of got like sunk in the middle. Anyways, yeah, it's been fun and getting around and exploring and seeing all the places and yeah, cool. Okay, now I kind of looked around for a pumpkin that might be cool for this, and I think this one's going to be okay. I like the stem; it's good. As I said already, I've already cleaned it out best I can. So I think what I would like to do is draw the face on here. Now, I kind of, I don't know. I think what's going to matter is it's going to matter to what kind of eyes. So I think the thing to do is choose which one of these guys we're going to put in its mouth. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one do you think would look cool in his mouth? Put these up there. Excuse me. I think what we need to do is kind of get a measurement here where we want this to be. I'm thinking it needs to go in kind of sideways too. I don't think straight. I think kind of sideways like this. And I'm thinking this is the middle. Got some serious carving tools. No, not really. This is just some, I don't even remember where I got these. My mom bought them for me for some. Oh, I think I was going to do some clay sculpting. And I had talked about getting a big block of clay and trying to sculpt a dragon or something like that. And she's like, "Oh, I found these tools." That's my mom for you. She just, I mean, you could tell her something and, like 3 years later, "Oh man, remember when you said I found this and I think it'd be perfect for you." So really, I think these are about the only three we're going to use, and they got to be fairly sharp, and these are not like real sharp. I guess what I should have done is took them to the shop and hit them on the grinder a little bit and sharpened them a little, but I think we're mostly going to be ending up using this because it can cut and sharp and everything. So anyways, I had a pumpkin carving station last year. I don't remember what I had, Bob. Okay, what pumpkin? 1, 2, or 3? Let the voting begin. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all about the same size, or these two are. This one here, a little bit thicker compared. Three. Okay, we got one. Okay, we got two for two. I think that's all we got. Is just Sean's on. Oh, Sean. Okay, hold it. Who? Okay, it's Donna. Donna, you're gonna break it. What is it gonna be? What's up, Sean? How are you tonight, bro? Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. Uh, nice. Excellent. Two. Okay, so two it is. This is the one we're gonna use. Okay, we'll put those guys over there. Yeah, and we'll do a little carving on this too, and put it in there. I think will look cool. So, okay, we've got our pumpkin. I've got a regular pencil. I think last year we used the grease pencil, but you could really see it, and you couldn't really get it off very good either. So let's use the grease pencil again. No, I think let's use the pencil to kind of basically get us something, and then we could use the grease pencil to darken it up. So I'm thinking I want the bottom to be no less than right there. So nothing can go lower than right there. Yeah, that's right there. Now I know you guys are kind of looking down on it, but I'm a probably I'm that far off the table. So one, two, three inches, 3.5 inches. All right. So let's do that. That means the lips need to come a little bit higher, or maybe it needs to bow like this a little bit. Okay, and then right about there. Okay, one, two. Okay, we went. Geez, I can't even see my own pencil marks. Very good. Right there. Even though the light looks pretty good, it's not really all that great for me. Yeah, I guess it's not too great for you guys either. Let's see here. All right, there, that's a little better. Okay, let's see. All right, I like it. It's down just a little bit lower. So this comes down a little bit lower. Let's see, right there. Make sure that we're in the middle. Okay, yeah. Just making sure that I didn't get off there somewhere. Okay, so it's that far. That far. Yeah, about right here someplace. think. Well, I don't know if I can really see that too much right there. All right, I think let's try to use the this here. Let's start right here. Three, right about here. Okay. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let's put this back in here and see. Well, it's kind of hard to hold it where you want it. And my head's probably in the way of the camera now, huh? Okay, let's see if I can't get a little bit of an outline here. Okay. Shit, my damn. I don't know, is that going to be over far enough? I think we actually need to move this whole thing over here just a little bit more. It seems a little close. Okay, and I'm just kind of guessing as well. All right, well, a little smaller is better than too big. That's not what she said. I think a little smaller is going to be better than too big because we can always go bigger. And then we can go up right here. Right here. Okay. Okay. And then now let's try to do the eye. See if I can turn it here a little bit. And actually I think let's see if we can do something like this. kind of like he's crushing his eye down, you know, or biting down, so his eyes kind of closed a little bit. And then on this side here, about how about something like that, like a little evil kind of eye. We'll just do like a little point. Okay. I say he's winking. He's the winker. Yep. Okay. Well, how about we start with maybe we should start with the eyes. The eyes first. And then we can make sure to match we can make sure to match the teeth up and everything to the eyes. And I think I want to make this bigger. So what would make it bigger? All right, let's see. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. Would it be better if it curves? Well, we'll see if we can't get some of that off of there. All right, not too bad. Okay, right there. Well, that had a good bite on the blade. Okay, right there. Now, oh, okay, cool. I came out. Or no, I didn't. I cut all the way through, didn't I? Damn it. Yeah, I did. Well, we'll see if that messes us up. Okay. All right, let's see if we can't chip some of that out now. Sorry if I keep putting my head in the way. Let me look. Okay, I do put it in the way a little bit. Sorry. I'm trying to hold it where you guys can see it, but I can work on it too. So it's a little bit weird. Let's see, which way do I want to go with it? I want to kind of pop it like this. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and see if we can get it all the way through here. Now. Perfect. Now, this is the thing that I hope everybody knows here. I am not a professional pumpkin carver. I am probably doing it the hardest possible way that it could be done. So please don't ever think that this is the exact way to do it. I don't have the right tools. I don't, what we're doing here is just carving some pumpkins and having fun. Here in a second, I'll stop and I'll read some comments. And as soon as we knock an eye out here, gosh dang it, come on, push her in there. Push her through there. There you go. Okay, and then that way. That should be okay. Not too bad. Let's clean up some of this on the inside. Okay. That looks pretty dang good right there. Cool with that. All right, that looks nice and clean. If you guys can see that. Now what we'll do is we'll cut that and we'll carve that down a little bit, but we'll do that here later. So let's go ahead and cut the next die. This time I won't. Oh, actually, I'm getting off a little bit right there. Let's try that again. Go. Okay. I think on this one here, we won't go so. I don't want it thick, but I don't want it too thin either. You know, just a little bit of light. I think there. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. See if we can chip some out. Want to try to make sure to break it off this way. So I don't know. I would think if sometimes if you're like trying to break it that way, it might not break cleanly and you'd break your tip right there. Okay. Oh, look at that. It even kind of semi lines up right there. We might have to put this one up. Yeah, look at that. That almost lines right up there. So nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got to retrim that. I wish you guys could see that right there. I'm pretty sure I was not able to get that on the camera. There's a little spot right there that I guess maybe I can show you on this other piece. If you kind of look, let's see if I can get it here. And I'll try to look on the stream. See how the angle of the pumpkin, it was weird where it looked good out here, but it was tight back there. So I had to recarve that again to widen that out. And I think everything else looks fine. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. And it almost kind of matches up with our other side. Let's see if we can't. Let's kind of maybe carve the inside of this as well. There we go. Widen it up on the inside just a little bit better. Okay. Well, that looks all right. Well, I guess I better look over and see what everybody's saying. Bramble, what's going on, brother? Fires part. Yeah, I'm an expert class piece of shit. That's more like it. The Death of a Pumpkin gives birth to a jack-o'-lantern. The movie. Almost like I planned it, right? Yeah, nothing's ever planned. Yeah, why do anything good like that? Okay, well, now I think what we should do is carve a hole this thing can fit into. And once we get this in there, then we can finish it off. So let's try that. Yeah, better make sure I don't go too big here. I can always carve it more later. I can see the, oh, I think right there, I just passed it. Okay, let's see if we can break some of that out. Oops, that one went flying across the room. Okay. Man, it don't want to come out there. Hmm. Gosh dang it. Okay. Yeah. Watch out for the shrapnel. Oh, jeez. Okay. We got some kind of a hole there and a mess everywhere. All right. How's that looking? Shoot, I think I got it a little too wide right there, but yeah. Go in the rest of the way. Let's commit. Commit or be committed. Oh, sorry. I bumped the camera. That kind of looks cool in itself. Okay, we're definitely plenty high right there. Um, okay. Um, I think let's carve. Yes, let's do this. Let's round this off just a little better right here. I know we have to cut a whole bunch more than that. But once again, let's just try to do it a little at a time, if we can. Okay. That's pretty close. think a little bit more right there. A little bit more right there. I think a little bit right there. We'll have it. So, not too much, Dean. All right, let's try it again. Okay, that looks good there. Okay, I think just a little bit more right here. Okay. I think we need to still do a little bit more. That's almost in there. Well, I don't want it to go in too far. I think I would like this to stick out still a little bit there. Just a little bit right here. There. A little bit right. A little bit right there. Okay, good. Okay, let me kind of try to clean this up a little. Well, I guess, yeah, that's going to be a tomorrow thing. I can see that right now. Look, it's there. You know, I briefly thought about laying some plastic down. Yeah, that's it. Flying pumpkin pieces. Thank you, Beach Bum. Yeah, I'm hoping it looks pretty cool too. Yeah. And we kind of got our light from last year, I see sitting over there still. So, Nasty have a little hint from pumpkin days past. If you take a damp bath towel from a circle on the table, you can set the pumpkin inside for greater stability. Well, damn. Look at you, just Mr. Brambleberry. I got a towel, but I don't think it's big enough. Also, we're moving it all over the place, but that's a super great idea, dude. Yeah. Could go get a little bigger one. Yeah, there you go. Man, I'm glad I thought of that. What would you guys do without me? You'd literally not be able to do nothing. Okay. Thanks, Bramble. Appreciate that, man. Okay, I think let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and draw our, let's see. I think we'll do some perfect. And then this one here. Okay. Excellent. And then do our teeth in the middle. Right here. I hate these damn things. I don't know why they do that. They have little rip deals. These are grease pencils, so you can pull the string a little and then you can peel it and wrap it, and but the damn thing always slides, look, out the other end. So, I don't know. Or I've just had my shit way too long. One of the two. There we go. Make the teeth a little bit smaller. Okay. I think I wished I would have went a little less curvy. I think the teeth doesn't need to be as curvy. I think the teeth could be a little more straighter. The lips could be curvy. So less lips on this and more teeth over here. Yeah, that looks a little better now. And okay, let's try that. Okay, first things first, we need to cut the teeth out. So let's go ahead and okay, I think that's good right there. Well, I think I got to it just a little too much. But let's bust some of this out and see. Okay, there we go. Okay, it looks like these, if you kind of notice, or let's see if we can notice here, the angle, it needs to be more straighter. The angle's kind of curved like this a little bit. So we're going to need to cut that a little bit more straighter. And that's okay. And yeah, I like this up here. This looks okay. It's a little bit on an angle, like how this was on an angle. It's a little bit on an angle. So we could, I guess, kind of maybe cut some of this off. Oh, come on. Don't make it bigger and worse. Or make it bigger and the same thing. Gosh dang it, right down on the floor it goes. Okay. I'm gonna try to retrieve that piece. That was a pretty big chunk. Oh shit. Never mind. Look at all the big chunks. Oh shit. Oh, it's funny too, because last year I missed a seed of the pumpkin. And it was right there. I mean, it's kind of hard to, you can't see me pointing. And I literally, every time I cleaned, I missed it. And it was literally there for 5 or 6 months before I was like, okay, stop, Bones, bend over, pick the damn thing up. You're missing it every time you're cleaning. So apparently I got a Bermuda hole in my cleaning routine right there. Okay. Let's see. Well, I would have really liked it to have been more round, but this is pretty flat. So I don't think we could have gotten it really any better. Okay. Actually, I think we could probably make our teeth at the bottom down here a little smaller. Looks like we could probably shave off a big chunk right there. Well, let's tilt it this way. I think I just messed it up. No. Come on. Get it in there. All right, let's see. Did I go too much now? Yeah, a little bit right there. And I just keep making it worse. That's okay. Keep cutting it down, Bones. We need to make this a little bit longer anyways. There. All right, there we go. All right, let's assess this and see how that looks. All right. I think I'm cool with that. This goes way past. Just can't get that corner sharp. It's like the things are not matching up or something. All right, I guess that's not too bad. My pumpkin's a little stringy. I haven't really seen one this stringy before. It made it tough for trying to clear it out because it kept pulling up like a, I don't know, not even like a squash. Or just kind of, it's just super stringy in there. You guys can really see that. Look. It's just these light fibers. Okay. You know what, Bramble? With the tape on the deal, every one of mine except for this one has it. Here, I can. Do I have my white one? Yeah, here's my white one. So I can prove it that I have tape on the end of it. This is my white. Yeah. Well, anyways, I hear you, bro. Great minds think alike. All right. I think there we go. Now, okay, now I think we need to that fits in there pretty damn good right there. Okay. Let's see if we can cut that, break that off, and we'll start making teeth. Start making teeth. Let's start with the bottom. Okay, now we can't go too deep because we don't want to cut it all out. We just want to pretty much cut the surface or the skin. Like all the other stuff we did, we actually cut through it all the way. Okay, perfect. Kind of wondering if we should maybe take that knife and cut along, but let's not. Let's just take this piece and stab in there and just break it off a little at a time. It should break off fairly easy because it did on the other pieces. It's just there was a couple of places it got a little deep, and I don't want to do that here. Jared, what's going on, my friend? How are you tonight? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it should come out pretty awesome. Maybe let's go with this one. This one was kind of, ow, well, if I don't stab myself with it first. Okay. So definitely not sharp enough to cut. Maybe I should cut that. Wished I had like a curved blade. That would be super sweet. I just don't want to get too deep. Hey man, we're doing what your mama told you not to do. Cut to you. Call the paramedics. We could have a problem any minute. Okay, that's working. Oh, did it get deep right there now? I don't want it to get deep. Yeah, it did. Well, it's not bad deep, though. Yeah, starting to get deep there. Well, I'm having a hard time getting into it because of the angle here. So, there we go. Whoops, and I banged the damn camera again. So sorry. I apologize. Uh-oh, did I not go all that way? Uh-oh. No, I can see it. Pretty sure I went all the way, but let's cut it again just to make sure. Let's do this side now. Okay. And I just hit the camera again. I'm sorry. Trying to look around the corner. And there we go. All right, that should have all of it. Hey, anybody here play Conan? Conan Exiles? I know Leroy does. I see we got a new update, but I haven't been over there to look at it yet. So I was wondering if anybody might know what it is we got. Okay, there we go. Damn. It's a good thing I got cover down on the floor. That's all I can say. Well, I paint, so I want to get my deposit back. I actually got wood laying down on the floor and everything's setting on it. So I got a nice wooden floor to drop paint on instead of the carpet. All right. Okay. Got a little bit of a, there we go. Just didn't get it all out all the way. All right. Perfect. Excellent. You know, the teeth kind of coming forward, or this coming forward almost looks kind of cool. Oh, got a chip too. Let me get that out for you. Got something stuck in your tooth there. All right. Well, we're getting closer. Man, I'm bound and determined to stab myself. There'll be tears. It's not a pumpkin carving unless blood has been drawn. There we go. Okay, there we go. Trying to smooth it out just a little bit. Okay. Let's get another look at it real quick here. Well, I can get my damn. Your contraption isn't working, Bramble. What kind of crap are you trying to pawn off on me over here, sir? Gosh dang. Okay, let me back off here for a second. Let's take a little bit of a break. I guess I could turn it here where we could see that little more better. All righty, there we go. Well, now what we'll do is I'm not allowed to play with sharp objects. You know, hey, when I was young, my folks gave me razor blades and sent me to the street. So, you know, I told my kids that all the time too. Hey, quit bothering me. Here's some razor blades. Go play in the street. And then, you know, yeah. Oh, I also wanted to mention to everybody who was interested in coming to watch trim. I forgot that I got to actually cut them down. They got to dry for 7 to 10 days before we trim. So that'll be another week and a half out or better. It's actually raining today. I probably would have been better off to have had them down before this rain, but we'll see how it goes over tomorrow and the next day. If it'll dry out a little bit, then they'll come down. I was planning on cutting them Monday. So anyways, dry time is 7 to 10 days, depending upon how good I can keep the environment. If I can keep the environment, in a good zone, then it would take about 10 days. And then it's like, holy shit, I don't know, probably 10 hours of trimming. When they go up to dry, they'll get a light trim. They'll get most of the big fan leaves will go. But then when it comes time on the other, I'll actually just be by hand breaking off the sugar leaves because I'll keep that and make edibles out of that, or try to. Well, actually, I did try to make edibles one time. Tried to make an oil. Yeah, it made the house smell good. It smelled like roasted nuts. But it was shit. It didn't taste good and it didn't do nothing. Yeah. So, anyways. All right. Let's see here. Let's get back to it. We just got to carve out the teeth. Hell, we're probably almost done. Carve our little guy here. Clean him up a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna need to make our teeth, and we're gonna need our middle tooth right here. He's gonna be sharp enough to dig that out. Actually, that's not too bad. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay, let's go. Oh, you know what? If we'd have thought about it, we could have made fangs. Fangs, man. Too late for fangs. Too late for the fangs now. I think we need to cut that just a little bit right there. It's almost like applesauce. It's applesauce. Let's do right there. Man, it's almost like he chipped his tooth right there. Chipped my tooth. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we need to take this one kind of like this a little bit. Cut it up. Cut it over. Kind of make it jagged, like it's actually in the piece, although it kind of isn't. But yeah, all those damn stringy ass pieces in there. Okay, still don't think that's quite enough. Let's cut a little bit more. It's probably going to leave us a gap there, but I think it would look better. Also, I think what we need to do is gap our teeth just a little bit. Okay, I guess I can worry about the stringy stuff once we're done. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and clean this little piece out right there. Okay, how's that look? Doesn't that look like a tooth? Yeah, we're off a little bit right there, but maybe what I can do is maybe we can widen this out just a little bit more right here, and it would fit in there a little bit better. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay, let's move on to the teeth this direction now. Guess we could go get the bigger towel. Okay. See if we can cut that a little bit before we start scraping on it, because we don't want to break it off. That's what we kind of did right there, is we broke a piece of it off instead of, yeah, see, it broke again there a little bit. Have to be, or flip it upside down. And he's got a chipped tooth. What the hell? Eat too many candy corns, or corn candies, or whatever the hell they are. Now, actually, we got to cut it off. Crossed here like that. Anyways. Okay. Looks pretty good. Trying to scrape it the other way. This from here that way. So maybe I won't break off that end piece right there. Okay, it looks great. Make a little V right there for the gap of the tooth. Excellent. Oh, we didn't get in there all the way though. Okay. We could make him missing a tooth. What do you do before to keep it from rotting before Halloween? Spray a coat of I'll show you. We're going to spray a coat of acrylic, clear acrylic over it. It will help, even though it's wet inside, it'll still coat it a little bit and help keep it from sagging and drying out. And hell, dude, we've only got like 10 days. What do we got? What is today? I don't even know what today is. The 16th to, I don't even know what it is. Where's my phone? Shit. It is the 19th. So, yeah, we got like 12 days. It's about 2 weeks, I guess. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, it is looking pretty good. I'm liking the teeth. The teeth are looking okay. We're gonna let's go to the next one. I think right there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Going to be hard to cut that piece right there. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I got Okay, well, that's probably going to have to be the best that we do right there. Well, that damn piece just don't. Oops. Put it over there. I don't know if I can. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I see it. It's stringy right there. Well, that's probably going to take a week just to clear all that crap out in there around the cuts. Well, I don't know if we can get it all out of there, really. Or did I? Still sticking out right there. Those little things are just a nightmare. Damn. All right, let's see. Okay, I guess that's about as good as we're going to get it. I think we definitely need to V our teeth just a little bit more, though. Yeah. Okay. I'm about ready to go get the damn uh, air chuck and blow this thing out. Uh, Crank up the compressor, baby. Okay, I think that's good right there. Let's move on to the next one. Right here. We could still kind of go a little bit. Okay, and then I feel like a dentist. This must be what a dentist feels like. Cleaning my teeth. Shouldn't say most people's teeth, my teeth, hell. It took about this long too. Yeah. Um we'll make that the end of our teeth right there. That's okay. Got a little bit of a right there where it dug in a little bit, but that's okay. We don't want to. I mean, it's not bad. It just made discolor right there and kind of look weird. So we'll see how it looks. We'll see. Okay. Let's start working our teeth going back. You know what? I think we're going to make a little bit of a gum line right here. I think that, yeah, a gum line right there to fix that little indent. Yeah, that looks way better. Let's make a little one over here on this side. Okay, perfect. Okay, here. I think we need to cut that back a little bit. It's on an angle there. I mean, we're a little deep. That's kind of why. See if I can cut some of that off. Okay, that's not bad. And I'm just trying to straighten this up a little bit. And we can move on to these. This one here got kind of chipped a little. When we chipped it, it's not quite all so even. Well, I think that's about the best I can do. It's a little bit broke up right there. Well, let me clean a little bit of this up real quick. No sense of getting it super bad, I guess. Golly, it's everywhere. Oh man, tomorrow will be a deep clean day. I'll have to flip and mop and everything. I'll have to get down there on my hands and knees, that's for sure. Because it's definitely everywhere down there. Okay, let's take a quick little break for a sec here and see how we're doing. Yeah, that looks good. I'm looking at it on the stream there. Man, I won't be able to use the vacuum cleaner, Beach Bum. No, this will require rags because it's yeah. Well, I'll have to wipe up and stuff. Well, I got the Swiffer thingy majigger wet things that'll probably come out. And anyways, like I said, I got wood down, so I just have to do a clean. Have to clean the table, clean the floor. It's not bad. It's just, some fibers and yeah, okay. I take it back. It's bad. Thank you, Fire Spark. Are you guys carving with me? Anybody carving with me? I don't know. I was kind of hoping people would carve along with me a little bit. Yeah, well, we'll just finish off this last part of the teeth here. And let's see, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think we can go about another hour or so. We'll finish off his teeth. We'll cut out his eye. We'll get that. We'll try to clean this up. And then I think we'll try to do a quick carve on this guy. I'm just thinking this big old circle with like 2 buck teeth and his eyes squinted like, I don't know. We might not be able to get much. We might have to actually draw that. We'll see. I think we can carve it, but we'll see. Because that would be cool. Have a little candle inside of there with a candle inside of there too. Yeah, that would be way super cool. Also another thing too for anybody who's interested, if you are going to use a candle or a light source in your pumpkin, You know, it's not hard to spray white spray paint in there from a can. If you do that, it will help brighten up the amount of light. Now, you could also do the opposite and spray it black, where it's just the glow of it coming through. So, you know, it depends on what you want to do. There would be blood and tears with sharp objects, huh? Yeah, I stab myself frequently, girl. And my mom, she does knives, so you know that's what they do at the flea market. She does. People come up and they go, "Oh, you got a nice set of knives," and I'll be like, "Oh, here, you know, let me put that down, and I guess we could switch here for a second." But no, she does knives and stuff. So they'll be like, "Oh, you got some nice knives." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. It's my mom's fault," you know. And they always like, "What?" And so, anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for stopping and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun. I didn't want to stop playing Generation Zero, but I'm dreaming about it at night. I mean, that's terrible. It's been a long time since I've had a video game that I dreamed about at night. So, anyways, I've been having a hard time putting it down. It's a pretty fun game. But now I've been looking forward to doing this with you guys and gals, and so got it now that I'm kind of getting the cameras up and working a little bit. I don't have very good cameras. So it's hard with, and then plus I'm in my front room, you know, and I don't know shit about lighting. Okay. I got a light over there and a light over there and a light up there. And so, you know, I really just try to get it the best I can with, and the airbrushing coming up, I really would like nice, crisp, you know, so we'll see how it goes. Because right here is where we airbrush, right here on this guy. Yeah, you're welcome, Firespark. Thank you for coming and hanging out, sister. No, I do appreciate you guys. You're always, you know, there and you support me so much. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you. It's so awesome to start up a stream and see you guys and hang out the whole time. And I just, I don't know what I did to deserve you guys. I really don't. Um, I talk a lot, but other than that, I don't think I guess I'm that interested. Or you wouldn't think, or I don't think I'm that interesting. But anyways, uh, don't worry so much. You're doing great. But well, I thank you, Donna. I do. I appreciate it very much. Like I said, I appreciate you guys' support. I just like to make good content, you know. I don't want to look back on it and, well, I do that all the time anyways. I look back on other videos and it's like, man, I should remake that over again. And it's like, it wouldn't be the same. So, you know, anyways, you just get better and better and make better stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do. And then plus, you know, we got all this, I don't know, can you guys see it? If I move out of the way, we got that canvas to paint. We got that t-shirt to paint. In that closet is Ken's canvas. That's the first one we're going to paint. So I got a lot of artwork lined up. It's just, it's like one thing after another, and then I can't quit playing video games on top of that. So, you know, I can't lie. I like to play games and have fun. So, okay, well, I guess let's get back to carving dude up and wrap this up in the next hour or so. All right, let's see. Switch back. There we go. All right. And that allows me to do this without everybody watching. Okay. What are we gonna do? Let's start with just kind of give us a rough mark here where our teeth need to be. You know, it's cool. It kind of lines right up on the little indents, and I didn't plan that. It just kind of ends up on those little creases in the pumpkin itself. Okay, right there. There. Okay, good enough. Take these teeth here are just a little bit big. I might have got too big on those, but we'll see. All right, I'll tell you what, let's flip him this way. God, I don't want to break those tips though. All right, we can go quite deep there. I don't want to break that piece right there, so let's cut it. And it did kind of break anyways. Yeah, right there. That's okay. We got to make a little angle anyways. So trying to do this while you guys can see too, but boy, I can hardly see it. So I guess you just have to trust that I'm cutting it there. Nah, I don't know if we should do it left-handed. That's probably not a good idea, Bones. There's only one thing. Now, actually, I can. I don't consider myself ambidextrous now, by no means, but I have been known to pick up an airbrush with my left hand and airbrush while I'm airbrushing with my right hand. There's times on certain designs that I used to do that you would do like a glaze, I guess is what they call it. So you're doing artwork and then you need a light color just solid over it. So you're going to go back to the same color you got. Well, instead of setting it down, picking up the other, it's just easier to pick it up and spray and then set it down and go. Anyways, just bad habits. Okay, and now we need to V this one. Yeah, here we are back to that damn gap again. I don't think we're going to get it. Okay, just do that and maybe that'll cut it. Well, I don't know. We're sure struggling with it. Oh, no. Did I just break that? Yep, I did. Okay. We got to recut this because I just broke that piece. Boy, it's raining pretty good out there right now. I guess we have some kind of, I don't know what we got. Some kind of storm off the coast. This is unusual weather for this time of year. And it's not cold, well, yet. Knock on wood. I don't think we're going to get real warm over the next couple of days, 60, 65, but we're not dropping past 40. Okay, well, that doesn't look bad. It's not quite what I had in mind, but it's working. Oops, right in my lap. All right, let's flip him around. Let's take a look at that. Just can't get that little damn piece out of there. Come out of there. I think it's out of there good enough. All right, let's clean it out a little bit. See if we can. Try to make little V's right here to give it a little bit more roundness, I guess you could say. Guess I could probably just sit here and pick at this for a week. So let's just stop. I did not want them, I wanted them tight right there all the way across. I didn't want them to be open. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I didn't want them to be a gap right there. All right. I guess let's try to shape these guys up a little bit then. Cut a little bit of an angle like that. Wonder if I can. Let's see. It's just those little damn fibers that they're driving me crazy, man. Well, guess this is the way we're gonna go with it, like this. Quit messing with it, Bones. This part off right there. It just, all those little pieces just stick, and you try to get them out of there, and it's just more. I want to take a rag and wipe it off or something. I wonder if I could. Wonder if I could literally. Here, let's floss his teeth. Okay, yeah, see, that might be working. I see pieces of crap coming out of there now. Yeah, okay, that looks better. All right, I can live with that. I can live with that. Whoops, that one went flying. That one went flying. I guess not too far, just right there. And it just disintegrated in my hand trying to pick it up. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got a V, the little T piece. You know, I've often wondered what it took back in the day for them guys, whoever, to carve them flippin' marble statues. Think about that. The precision that they carved them with, where you can see, you know, the veins in the arms and the layers, the depth in the eyes. And I mean, have you guys ever really like looked at a, you know, well, I'm sure you have seen them, but I mean, studied an actual, you know, uh, human statue from, I don't know, the Greeks or whatever. It's amazing the detail that they did. Unbelievable detail. Okay, there's that one. And I think we got room to do one more right there. Okay. How's that look? Okay, I don't think we want that one cut over because we want that one to look like it's in the pumpkin. Okay. Okay. Let's stuff it in there and see how it looks. Okay, I think the only thing we have left to do is the eye. The eye. I think that looks good. We'll try to clean it up a little bit so we don't see all those pencil marks all over it. Okay. Oh, don't break off. Yeah, don't break off there, Mon. I just keep wanting to grab it and put it in my lap. uh okay. Okay, there we go with that now. We can put our gourd back in there. Got a little bit of a gap right there, but I think it's overall okay. All right, let's put our cap on and see what it looks like with the cap with its head on. There we go. There, now it's all dark in there. We can get a little better view. I was kind of thinking about maybe just carving a little bit out right there to make it look like his cheek is bulged. Just a little line. What do you guys think? Just a little line there. Hold on one second. Let me go get some awesome and a paper towel, and we'll see if we can't clean that magic marker or that uh, grease pencil off. Give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Well, as you can tell, I'm back because the camera's shaking because I bumped into it. Okay. A little bit of awesome. Let's see if that will. Awesome cleans off a lot of crap. Yep. Nice. I don't know, right here's where the sticker was at, so I think I got a little glue, but yeah, it's coming up. Well, it definitely looks a lot better now that it don't have all the pencil mark or the grease pencil lines everywhere. Okay. Mo better. Way more better. There we go. Yeah. Looks like I have to clean a little better right up there on the top. Okay, well, let's I guess let's set him right there. Let's see what we can do about this little guy. I'm not just sweeping this on the floor, although it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. It's actually the trash cans right there. So, oh, Bones, he just sweeps his shit right off on the floor. That's what my dad says. I go, like, Dad, you can't just flick that crap on the floor. He goes, that's what a broom's for. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's what a broom is for. Now, the secret is how are we going to cut this? Because I'm pretty sure that's thick. I don't, is that even hollow? Shirley, yeah, don't call me Shirley. And I don't have anything thinner than this. I guess we're not going to know until we get in there and get to cutting. I wouldn't mind cutting it with a little bit of a spikes, because with spikes you can tell which way it goes on when you go to put it back on. You don't have the spikes, sometimes it gets damn hard to know which flipping way it goes back on. Ah, come on, don't get too big of a circle and you're laying down too. Come on. Come on back, Boger. Shit. Bleeding. No, I got way off over here. Man, it's leaking liquid. It's just like a coconut. Like a coconut thing. Shit, I'm missing the line I cut. Of course. Well, I can't believe I still got all my digits, and we're not done yet, though, Bones. uh, shit, am I going to get that in there now? The way I had it? There we go. Oh, is that it? Oh, no. Well, you should have known you was going to do that. I wonder if we can use a little glue and glue it back on. Damn it. Okay. What a surprise. It's a pumpkin inside, too. Let's see if I can scrape some of this crap off. I'm going to have to go get a spoon. Okay, there's the top. Got it clean. Pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna need a spoon or something. I smacked the damn camera again. So sorry. And there goes a pumpkin seed across the floor. Now it'll be there for 4 months now, like the last one. Nice. It's a tradition. Gosh, dang it. Come on, out of there. You just can't get every little flipping strand. Okay. I got a big chunk of it, but let me go. Gosh, dang it, my hands are. Let me go get a flipping spoon. A spoon edge. I'll be right back again. Okay. You know what? I'm thirsty. Let's get a drink. Drink out of my trusty, I'm getting it in here, my trusty thermos. It's like my pacifier. Everywhere I go, I'm packing that damn thing. I I love the cold water, but I hate it. Come on. All right. I actually think I got this one not too bad. A little bit bummed out I broke the damn deal off. Not too happy about that. All right. We'll get some super glue. Super glue it. Okay, let's see if we can figure out which way our top goes on. Okay, like that. Now, let's see which way it goes into the damn guy's mouth. Ugh. I think just like that's absolutely great. Maybe we don't want the maybe we don't want the stem on it. It fits in there better. I think with the stem on it, it was keeping it out a little too far. What do you guys think? fits in there better. And if you notice, you can see the stems way, or where the stem's at would be way in there. Maybe breaking off was a good thing. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if we can't draw. A big old mouth. Like he's really a whiner. I want to do two teeth like that. And then I think I want to do eyes that are kind of like that. Okay, let's see if we can get her done. Put our guy over there. There. Okay. Once again, I think we should cut the eyes first. I think that we might break it, cutting all that other away. So come on. Grabbing a hold of it pretty good, pretty tight right there. Okay. Man, that ain't gonna help. I thought it would help if that's almost the same exact color. I don't look at that. It's almost exactly the same color. I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Holy crap, that's thick there too. Okay, well, we'll just do our best. Try to get in there and all right. Well, I don't know which the damn one. Okay, we got it. Yeah, and it's not too bad either. You know, I say I'm gonna leave it alone, and then I'm gonna do this. So, let's see, where's the eye at? Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Scrape some of this back off of there, away from it. I don't know. The more you mess with it, the worse it gets. So I think it's just crap that's in there. Yeah, see, it's cut. It's out of there. It's just chunks of gooey stuff sitting in the corners. All right, good enough. Let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other eye. All right. I think I got it pretty good. Okay, let's turn it this way and we'll cut those into this corner. Actually, that went right in there. So did that. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do this then. Come on. It went a little bit, then it got stuck. Oh, there it is. Came out this side. Okay, looks good. Look like wouldn't hurt probably to widen this one end out. There we go. Yeah, it almost looks like this side here could get widened out a little bit more. I just can't see it right there because it's so damn small. What was it I said earlier? It's like applesauce, pumpkin sauce. Imagine trying to clean pumpkin sauce out of something that's or applesauce out of. Okay, there we go. I think we're cool with this too. This one. Now we'll cut out his mouth and see if we can keep from. Well, we got backups over there, so if we mess it up, we got backups. Um, feel like I should probably start right here. Guess I should be aware of trying to keep the knife blade at a certain angle as well. So that way it's not, you can really get angled with the knife blade, you know. And I noticed me doing that a couple of times. So try to keep that a little more aware of that. Okay, right there, I think is good. And then do, whoops, well, that went smooth. There, and then, ah, well, at least I didn't cut all the way through. Damn. Just when I think my knife is not sharp, I was thinking earlier, it's like, man, I bet my damn little blade could use a new one. Man, it is hard to make that damn tight. Oh, it's a bones quake again. Sorry. uh, damn. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got, yep, I got all of that. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. We can get this here. It might pop out, and we got it. That way, and it, oh, there it is. Gonna say that one felt good. It should have went through. I'm not gonna cry about that one bit. It was hard to get that blade to curve in there. Yeah, damn hard to get that blade to curve. Man, that poor puppy next door. They put him outside and he just cries and cries and cries. Ugh. Okay. Let's see if we can't carve these teeth up. I don't know if it's going to look the same because it almost matches the color of the outside. But we'll give it a shot here. But I don't want to cut myself either. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell that or not. And the green line is almost where the teeth is too, but it's off a little bit. Does it? I guess it wouldn't matter. Man, I would like to get a bunch more of that out of there. And I got to be so careful. That wants to break, and I don't want it to break. I don't want to break. I don't know. Sure, definitely hard to see it. All right, I think we're good enough though. So let's split it. All right. And now let's see about a V right here. Okay. Well, I think that is absolutely the best we're gonna get those teeth. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. All right, let's our top back on. Let's see what we got here, peoples. Peoples. And well, there we go. um, I think we should have had a better choice for our small pumpkin. He's cool, but he's hard to see. Um, Also, it might not hurt to spray it black inside. Of course, I don't know if I can because that's pretty flippin' small to be trying to shoot a spray can of black paint up in there. Um, Maybe I can, I don't know what I could do. Put some dirt in there, maybe spread some dirt around. What could I put in there that would, uh, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Um, this don't look like Fallout. What's going on, Clark? You know, it is Fallout. It's Halloween. Don't you know that when you start the game, you're just 30 days away from Halloween? And if you go to the right places, you can see Halloween stuff, things. Oh, yeah, and then I forgot. We got the All Hallows Eve stuff earlier, or whatever it was called. So we got Halloween decoration shite. So yeah, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I guess what I'll do is kind of finish it up a little bit, and I'll take a few pictures of it and post it on Discord. And you know, realistically, I would like everybody to start, if we can, and even I will start participating in Discord a little more. If you're carving a pumpkin, I'll give a shit what it looks like. I would love to see you post it in Discord. If you've got decorations or anything like that. Tea light candle in the small one, do you think so? Okay, hold on a second. I don't have candles, but I got, well, I don't even know if this thing, it might not even work, because can I reach it without, no. Yeah, this one's not working. So it looks like it takes a shit pot full of batteries. Damn it. I don't have any I don't have any candles. I've got a couple of jar candles, but I don't think we can get that in there. But yeah, I had this little thing here we used last year. It sucked, if you remember, right? It sucked then. I'm sure it sucks now. So, flash different. You know, I think it did flash different colors. I think that's why we got this one. I don't know. It feels a little light, so I don't think it has batteries in it. And as you can see, it looks flipping complicated to change the batteries. It's like little teeny screwdriver shit. So, anyways, we'll sit there and check it out while we kind of visit here a little bit. It wasn't too bad. I wish we could have started at 5. I apologize for that, ladies and gents. I'm yeah, just trying to get the cameras, trying to get the lighting, trying to get. I wanted to do some effects, and yeah, it just wasn't working. And the more I messed with it, the worse it got. So, yeah. But I think it turned out pretty good. Let's move it just a little bit. See if we can't get it to see it just a little bit better. Maybe if we turn it like this, and then turn this guy in a little bit more, so he's like kind of already in the mouth. I should have cut this eye to follow the tooth, like it's being pushed down, you know, but Kind of make it look like it's in his mouth already. All right, yeah, another fun Halloween carving. You could get a bag of glow sticks. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, and I'm sure we could find them easily this time of the year. I'll go to Walmart and I'll take a look, Bramble. See if I can find something. I don't have hardly any, well, I don't have any decorations. I got George over there. That's really about it. I don't know, I had some glasses too. My mom buys me stuff. And I don't know, I'm just not into stuff. So after she quits asking me about them, I don't know what I do with it. But George, I've had him for a long time. Here, he's in a lot of pictures. I guess we better put him in there. Should have had him in there. Usually when I'm making streams or doing airbrush content, I include him in there somewhere. Actually was making some other videos and I'll be placing him in the background somewhere. So it'll be like a little meme kind of thing. I don't know, or I guess it's not a meme. It's like when you watch the videos, you want to look around and try to see if you can find where George is at. So you know what? A green one in here might be super cool. Do green in here, and I don't know something. What, I got a chip right there. I do. I chipped the lip. Might have to carve that down just a little bit to straighten that up. I don't like that. That's a couple pieces I see. I'm looking at the stream. I didn't notice it when I was carving it. So you could have him eat George. Well, I don't think he'll fit in his mouth, but help me. Help me. Yeah, he won't fit in the mouth. But no, this is cool. I like this. This looks good. Yeah. So now I make a cool pumpkin and I won't get no more trick-or-treaters. I don't know. Last year I put my pumpkin out and I never had one trick-or-treater. I was devastated. Look, and I got good candies too. Yeah, they got almonds. Oh, there we go. There's a couple. There's a couple for Bones. I've worked hard. I deserve a snack, a treat. Yeah. No, I had candy, whole big old, well, it wasn't big, but it was a lot of candy. Had my porch light on, had the pumpkin out there. Never saw nobody. The best Halloween ever. Yep. Nobody came by. It was awesome. I got all the candy for myself. I really made a mistake. I should have went next door and told Jaressa that I was going to be streaming. I bet she and her son would have loved to have. Dark chocolate. Love dark chocolate too, bro. It don't matter what kind of chocolate. I like it. I like it. I'm just seeing all this stuff in there. I guess I'm gonna have to floss his teeth again. Oh, I really messed it up. There we go. Anyways, I'll clean him up. He looks good. Oh, it looks way good now that I got that piece out of there. Yeah, it's just going to be carving, shavings around. Going to have to go around and clean them up. I thought you didn't want any kids to come to your house. Well, I want them to come to the house. But I like it when they don't. How about that? Okay. Now, I like the little kitties. I have fun with them. But there's sure a lot of candy left over when they don't come by. Now the next door neighbor's boy, he's pretty cool. I don't know how old he is. 12 or 13. I think he's somewhere around the same as the grandkids, the grandboys. He lives next door, and then there's two other boys he chums with. I'm not for sure where they actually live, but they come by once in a while. They were making masks. You got any knives I can cut some cardboard with? Yeah. What you doing? Mask. Really? How you doing it? Here, let's check it out. So I helped him make some masks and then painted on. Well, I didn't airbrush them, but used some paints and painted them up. They were running around out there for 5 or 6 days with these flipping cardboard masks on. Hey, you know, creativity. You don't see much of that anymore with kids. They don't, you know, don't go outside and play, and they don't have any creativity. Hell, I remember the brother and I, we didn't have any toy guns. There was okay, it's a pretty big place, farming and ranching. In the second pasture was an old milk barn that they had, I don't know how it got destroyed, but it was just a big pile of rubbish out there. So we'd actually go build huts. So we'd take the lumber and whatever, but there would be broken pieces and it would be almost like a rifle. So we'd take a couple of nails, piece of pipe, we'd find like some metal plumbing pipe about yay long, drive a couple of nails in and bend them over. Hell, that's our scope. As a matter of fact, later on in my life, I played paintball for quite a few years when I was in Hawaii and after. And this Navy, now they don't say they're Navy SEALs, but I know they were Navy SEALs because these 5 guys, well, a bunch of guys come up from the bases to play on Sunday with us. And anyways, he's showing me this 2-eye sight. So it's a sight that you look through with this eye, your dominant eye, but you leave this eye open. And it creates this dot. And you follow this dot, and wherever that dot's at is where you're going to shoot. So anyways, it was like, I don't remember what it was. It was expensive as shit, 14, 1800 bucks, something. I don't remember. It was a lot. And, oh shit, they're rocking the camera again. So anyways, I got to thinking about it, and I built something like I did on these guns, but I used a piece of plastic. So I used a piece of threaded on each end plastic pipe. It was gray. Put a cap on one end of it. Now, it took a second to mark it to get the center hole correct in the cap. I didn't want it right or left or up or down or whatever. And just drilled one little teeny hole in the end of that cap. And you could put that bugger up to your eye and you could look. And I take it over and I show it to him. I basically created the exact same thing he had for 78 cents or whatever it was. I mean, it was cheap as shit. He was like, this is pretty good. Here, he goes, but the problem is sighting it in. And it's like, nah, I got the 22, I had a 22 scope mount holding it. It's like, no, I can adjust the mount right here. So all I got to do is just shoot and see where it's hitting compared to the dot. And then I can adjust it on the deal. And so anyway, yeah. He wasn't too happy. I bet you he went and made it and checked, and those guys make a lot of stuff. The one guy came and he had a pistol that he made. He actually machined a pistol. And he had a clip, made it, and it fit paintballs that you could get little teeny paintballs that would fit in a blow dart gun. And it would have like a little sleeve about this tall. I don't know how many paintballs that held like, I don't know, 20, 30, whatever. But you would push the button, and when you pushed, it would drop one ball into the blowgun, and then you could, and basically it used those paintballs. But the shells that he made were like plastic. They were like they were hard plastic, but they weren't clear, but they were transparent, kind of like a milk jug. How it's not transparent but clear a little, and they were the size of the paintball, but they were set up like a shotgun shell. A 22 blank went in the end of it, and just like a little bit in front of it, it had a wall of plastic, but it was starred. So that plastic would fold down, the ball would go in, and when the shell would go off, of course, the plastic opens up and the ball is ejected. It was like 11 shots or 12 shots, fully automatic. And I don't even know how fast it fired. Like in 1.5 seconds, all 12 rounds. I mean, it just, and it was done. And they would come out of that gun so fast, they wouldn't break. You got shot by that. Well, we wouldn't let him use it in play. You could go out and shoot the targets with it, but your guns had to fit certain criterias before you could go out and play. You had to shoot so many feet per second, etc. But yeah, I saw them coming in, dude. They had AK or I don't know what they had. Assault rifles they had modified over for paintballs. Rifled barrels, holes drilled in the barrels in a circle, the whole schmeal. They had it all figured out, or trying to. The gas compression in the barrel, how it dissipates to spin the ball, and I mean all kinds of stuff. I didn't get into it like that. I just, went out and played and had some fun, but it was a good time. I miss it. We used to play on this little rinky-dink grassy field and had some barrels and some pallets. Had some barrels and pallets. I think we had a few spare tires too. And there was this general that I had did some work for. He had a show car, and he wanted some rock band, and I can't remember. It wasn't Pantera. I don't remember. It was some rock band's name across the bottom of the door. And, like about that high, right across the bottom. And I don't remember what. Fucking the Cars. I don't remember who it was. But he came and had me do some work. So I'm like, they got these fields where they go practice. So I go over and he got me on the base where I could use their paint booth. I could rent the paint booth for $20 for a half a day, $40 for the whole day. Now the thing is, though, you couldn't just show up. You had to schedule a day and a time and whatever. So, anyways, I go see him and I'm like, hey, those fields, blah 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 blah, and he's like, hey, yeah. There's 4 fields. I'll let you guys play on the first 2, but you have to let my guys come out and play. And it's like, oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. So we went from like 25 or 30 people. I think there was about 60 of us, but any given day there was like 25 people, whatever, show up. We get out there, yeah, at our height, we was having like 150, 200 people. We started having to have referees and the whole schmeal. They had stores. I shouldn't say stores. People set stuff up that was playing, and they sold stuff. They sold gas. They sold paintballs. They sold parts, O-rings, and whatever. So it became a pretty big thing. But it was a pretty cool little area. It had like 4 biomes in it, kind of like in a checkerboard square or whatever, a Purina dog chow square. So over here was like trees and stuff, and it was Kayabi bushes, and then it was like foxholes and stuff like that, trees that were down and ditches. And then over here was kind of an open area with big, not oaks, but like big oak trees out there. It was cool. It was way cool, and it was huge. It was probably more than a quarter of a mile square. I don't think half, but it was pretty big. It was very big. Our paintball field has a section to have your paintball gun chronographed to make sure, yeah, your gun doesn't shoot too fast to hurt players. Absolutely. We did the same thing. When you went out, you had to chrono your gun in front of the referee before you went out, and you had to go right out. If you went over to your right or something like that, when you got through, you had to go chrono again because they didn't want you going back and adjusting your shit, you know. And so just when you chronoed, you went and got in the lineup to go on the field. But yeah, that's what we did too. And then I had it's not tall, or it's not like this, but it was taller. I think it was like, God, how tall was it? I think it was 8. Maybe it was just 4 foot. No, it was taller than that. I don't know, 6 foot or whatever. And I airbrushed a really good looking lady walking out of the surf with flippers and a snorkel draped over her back. So that's our target. That's what we shot at when we were doing stuff, was the hot chick coming out of the surf. It was good times. Had a lot of good times. Boy, when you shot one of the Navy SEALs were hard to do. But every now and then you'd catch one of them off guard and you'd get them little bastards. The first time it happened, because I was all nervous every time I'd get a little chance. But what happened is every now and then the referees would do a respawn. So I'm coming out from being shot by one of them, and the referee calls respawn. And so me and I don't know, whatever it was, 3 other guys, 4 other guys, whatever it was, we all ran back in. And I'm like, I know right where that bastard's at. And I went in there through the bushes and pat, 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 pat. Like, get your ass back in there. After I did that, then it wasn't so tense, you know, trying to fight it. But yeah, they were good. They were good. And it doesn't matter. 1v1 or all of them, it doesn't matter. They're all good. So, well, they're Navy SEALs. They're trained to be good, you know. And I can only imagine the amount of training they're getting out there on us, you know, running their tactics, running their deals and honing it and stuff like that. Dragon, what's going on? You did, buddy. Yeah, here, let's switch over so you can see what we did. This is what we carved tonight. What's up, bro? How are you tonight, man? Why are you showing up late? It's time for the stream to end. Yeah, you missed all the good stuff, my friend. So what the heck kept you that you couldn't get over here and watch us stream tonight, Dragon? Who died in your family? It is almost pumpkin time, yeah. All my ghouls and goblins and freaks and other creepy things that slither at night. My mother-in-law. I mean, I don't have a mother-in-law, but that was funny. Piece of candy right there. Streaming on Twitch. Gotcha. Gotcha. For an hour. Nice. Yeah, we've been going since 7. It's 9 or 6, excuse me. So we've been done since 9. So what, 3 hours, I guess, to carve all this? That ain't too bad. We've been messing around too, so it wasn't like, uh, we was working our little butts off. I want to get off and stop the stream so I can go play some Gen Z. Man, my poor little buddy Will. Oh crap, I forgot all about him. Let me put my headset on. Will, are you still there, bro? Oh man, I forgot all about you, dude, and been streaming this whole time. I didn't see you leave the party. Nope, he's not there. I'm not in a party either. Okay. I didn't see him leave, but I wasn't watching the TV either. So if he's still on, it's 7 hours ahead for him. What would that be? That would be like, well, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, 4:20. Hey, it's 4:20. Okay. That one was for you, Will. I really enjoy playing with that guy. I have no idea how old he is. I've never asked him. Don't really care, but he's a good player. Um, yeah, quite often, and I don't mean all the time, but quite often, I'm usually the one uh, doing all the work. Man, with Will, you got to get in there, or that guy's going to have shit down. If you're waiting for him, you're backing up. He's on point. He knows what to do, knows how to get it done. Yeah, I love playing with that guy. I don't know how he does on PvP games, but if he rocks them like he rocks these, like how I've seen him play on DayZ and Generation Zero, I'd play PvP with him. So, anyway, yeah, it's been fun hanging with him playing. I told him, I said, you can come and watch the stream and hang out, but man, you got to shut up because you just, he's laughing. Oh, I won't say a word. I'm like, no, dude, you don't say a word. That's what I was getting. You don't never say anything. It's always texting, so I was just funning with you on the, anyways. Oh, Bones Quake again. Coming in, Bones Quake. That one's I'm gonna say that one's a 3 on the Richter. Yeah. There it is. I'm watching it on my Xbox. I timed it earlier on the intro, and I'm exactly 12 seconds. So it's taking 12 seconds to go from my computer to wherever in Utah, and YouTube, and back to my Xbox. So I'm thinking about going back and streaming for another couple of hours playing Halo 5 or something. Nice. A lot of people like that. I like Halo. Just played like a lot of it back in the day. A lot of Halo. Sheesh, I don't even, yeah, a lot. But nah, Halo's cool. The well, actually, the first multiplayer game that I really played, I played Chrome Hounds, but Gumby introduced me to Halo. Well, I played Halo on the regular Xbox. It wasn't online. You know, if you all remember, Halo was originally just Xbox, but then whatever what was it called for the 360 came with the 4-person co-op mission or campaign, and then had the PvP, and it had 5 or 6 different oh yeah, you know what? I was just asking about that, Clark. I got the new update too. I was asking if there was anybody that's went and played it and they know what's going on. I hadn't had time to go over and check it out yet. To go between the Xbox and PS, well, there's one that I can think of right offhand. It's a grindy game. What is it? The First Descendant. That one's cross-platform. And that is well, you're on PS, so I don't know, but it is on Game Pass on Xbox. So there's that one. I mean, it's all right. It's just, my friend put it into the correct category. You get out of that game what you put into it. I'm not willing to put 15 hours a day into it for months and months to grind 47 characters to whatever and have 5 different builds and all the, I mean, I don't mind going and playing it, but yeah, no. I think I streamed it. Didn't I stream it? Maybe I didn't stream that game. I thought I streamed it. I might not have though. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a few characters that are leveled up pretty good numerous times. I think I got a bunny that's leveled up 10 times, and I got another character that's 7 or 8 times, and then I got other characters I was working on. Yeah, I got stuck in Gen. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Oh shit, Bones Quake coming in again. I keep hitting it with my arm because I'm stretching back. This is the way I look. And here's another. That's a mini tremor there, ladies and gents. That one's just an aftershock. The way I look at it is the amount of work that you got to do in the First Descendant or Last Descendant. I think it's the First Descendant. There's a lot of work for very little reward. And you're working on percentages and RNG, and you want to do something, it takes 5 things, and then each one of those things takes 5 things, and each one of those things are on a certain percentage to get when you're trying to farm it. So it could be 6%, it could be 12%, or something like that. So you're doing it over and over and over and over and over, and then you get one. And then you do it over and over and over and over and over and over, and you get another one, And then because the next thing you're doing is a percentage, you got to get 20 of those in hopes to get one of something else. And then, so the amount of work it takes for the amount of reward, I think, is quite low compared to Generation Zero. You can go out and do very little and get a lot of reward for it. I mean, you can literally go out and just go from 2 or 3 safe houses, killing stuff, and the next thing you know, you're loaded down. And then you find a weapon, and then you get a blue one, and then you get a a green one, and then pretty soon, yeah, I don't know that. I'll find out if it is. I'll get you the information to the server. As a matter of fact, anybody that wants to come and play Conan with me, I'll give you the information to the server, and you can come in and put some roots in. So, where's my phone at? Let's see if the damn thing wants to work. Yeah, I got a briefing now. I got a new phone, and so now I feel like I'm the president because every time I look at it, I got a briefing. Your briefing. Here, brief this. Let's see. Use with Google. What? I can't flip and. Okay, I guess I haven't got my phone totally set up. It says to make a Google account. So I'm really quite pissed. I went over to and it's like, hey, I'm here to renew my phone. She's like, oh, you can renew it in August. And I was like, that was last month. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, so I can renew now then? She goes, no, next August. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's a year from when I got it last time. Well, it says here you renewed last month. And I was like, no, my phone wasn't working. I came in and the guy had to do a whatever reset to it. And then, anyways, she's like, well, here, I'll just give you a phone. So she grabs the box and just hands it to me. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And she's like, just put your SIM card in it. Would you show me how to take off the back so I don't break it? Trying to figure it out. She just grabs it from me and she pulls it apart. And she's like, give me the SIM card to that phone. And I'm like, okay, once again, would you show me how to open the back so I don't break it? So she grabs that one, takes it apart, puts the SIM card in, give me the battery. And I'm like, well, you got the phone. No, the new battery. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know there was a new battery in the box. Here. So I give her the battery and she slaps it all together and hands it to me. I go out the door. So yeah, hour later, I pick up the phone. I go to the contacts. I'm going to go call somebody. I'm like, I got no contacts. So, I mean, this chick just literally didn't do shit. Didn't move any of my stuff over or it. So, anyways, needless to say, I wasn't happy. Yeah, she wasn't rude per se. It's just, I mean, yes, but wasn't like rude. It's just, she would just, and even when I left, I didn't get a thank you, sir, come again or nothing. I mean, they didn't say shit. They're Native American. Some Native Americans are pretty racist for the white guys around here. But her co-worker, Native American, was stuffing a 17-inch burrito down her neck. So I was thinking that I interrupted her lunch and she was trying to get me out of there so she could get back to her lunch or something. I don't know. But, when I went in August, the guy that helped me was just as bad. you know. So I just, yeah, like they don't want to be there or something. I don't know. Okay, well, it's probably getting pretty boring just sitting there watching the pumpkin. Um, expecting him to get up and walk off. Get up and go get a toothpick. I guess we should probably end the stream right here. Um, I I'm not for sure when we'll stream again. I probably will stream some tomorrow. Some Gen Z. Uh, 17. Yeah, trust me. She was going to it like Grant took Richmond. I don't know. Here we have a Blake's Lottaburger. I don't know. You guys might have one too. They make a pretty flippin' huge burrito. And I mean, it's you know, if you put your two thumbs and your two pointy fingers together, that's about how big around it is. And then I don't know, I'll bet you the damn thing's 10 inches long, easy. You know, so they make a pretty flippin' big ass burrito. You know, we are in New Mexico, right? Okay, so anyways, I think we'll stream a little Gen Z tomorrow, maybe around noonish or something like that. And then I think sometime next week, I think we might try to do some airbrushing. I've just tried to get my cameras all up and in position and working, and they seem to be doing fine right now. Lighting seems to be looking okay and all right. So I think we might do some painting. I got to do a couple of things to prep Ken's canvas. I need to marbleize it, and I think that's going to be too hard to stream that live. So I think I'm going to just record. I'm going to do that and record it, and then we'll watch I'll edit it all up and, you know, do whatever, and then we'll watch that, and then when that's over, then we'll pick up the airbrushing part of it from there, and we'll go from there. And there's a couple of ways. Well, let me just put it to you this way: I've marbleized quite a bit with synthetic paints, or not synthetic, solvent paints. I've even done a little bit with the new waterborne water paints, a little bit. But I've never done anything on a canvas and I want to use water. I toyed with using some spray paint, so spray cans. Could do it super easy with spray cans, and I still might opt to that. But I mean, it's the spray cans aren't going to hurt it. It's not going to change its durability, or probably maybe make it a little better. But because when you prep a canvas, most artists, and I didn't know this, like that. This tiger picture here was painted without prepping the canvas. And numerous other canvases I painted before, I didn't know you had to prep the canvas. I thought it came ready to paint. But they call it, I think it's called gesso or gesso. But it's just a primer, basically, and they would brush it on the canvas. And what it does is it fills up the canvas is extremely porous, so it fills up some of the porousness, so that makes it a little more smoother. So a lot of times I'll just shoot automotive sealer on the canvas. As a matter of fact, this canvas here with the chick on it that we're going to airbrush has already been shot, has been drawn. I'll draw it with a pencil, sketch it, and then I'll shoot the sealer over top of it. You can still see the lines, but it's not, they're not going to bleed through the artwork. So I'll have lines to work with, but as soon as I start putting paint over it, it'll cover it right up. If I would have had the line, the graphite from the lead on the canvas raw, there's a high probability that can bleed through the artwork. So it's always better to do that. And I don't use gesso. I mean, I guess I could. There's no reason not to. You just brush it on with a brush. But to me, it's just as easy to. Or I find out what my buddy at the shop's doing. Are you doing any sealer? What color are you shooting? And I'll run my shit down there. And when he's sealing, I'll have him shoot a color seal. Or I usually grab the gun and shoot sealer over it from him. I have a little bit of paint there from when I painted Mom's car, so there is some white and some sealer there. Anyways, so doing Ken's marbleization with the spray paint wouldn't be bad. I just, I'm all about trying something new. So since I haven't ever done anything like that, maybe I could try to figure something out. So I've been kind of thinking about it a little bit. See, I don't know what marbleized means. Okay, do you know what marble looks like? Have you ever seen big marble slabs? It's basically that intense. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me gosh dang it. Let me see if I can let me see if I can find the picture that we need that we're going to be painting, and then you'll see it's source. Okay, we'll just go with that. Okay. Why doesn't it show? What did I do to change that? For some reason, it's not showing the. Okay, let's do. I got to go find it or see if I can find it first here. Okay, not there. Okay, it's right there. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. It's a JPEG. I see it here, but I don't see it when I want to bring it in. Why it looks like this instead of having. Well, anyways, I cannot. I can't offhand. Sorry, can't offhand figure out how to get it. It's not showing up. But anyways, marbleizing is like bringing out multiple, like using three colors. You There's numerous ways of doing it. Normally, it involves 3 colors. You lay one color down, it's wet. You shoot another color over top of that, wet. You shoot another color over top of that, wet. And then you lay like aluminum foil, newspaper, plastic, Walmart plastic bags, heat shrink, or cellophane, anything that will create an irregular shape that wouldn't lay out flat. I've actually done it with patterned material. Had a guy one time want me to do alligator. And so he went and bought a bunch of alligator vinyl, for doing interior of a car. And what I did on that is I shot a black background. I shot this stuff, it's called Marbleizer. It's basically it's not, but it's basically like a very fine pearl, generally a white pearl, in a base. And when you spray it, it rises to the surface of the base. So in other words, it doesn't stay mixed in the thickness. So it's wet, but instead of staying in the whole the meal of the base, it rises to the surface. So when you lay something on it, then it distorts it. Then you would come in with a candy and shoot candy over top of that in whatever color of candy you wanted to do. And the black hides the background, but then the pearlescence shows the candy when you spray over it. So hence 3 colors. Let's see, spin art. You use canvas and you put 3 colors paint on it, spin it, and they come out nice. Right. There's all kinds of ways of doing that. I see that it's kind of popular right now to do the pours, or has been popular for a while. They just take liquid acrylic. Sometimes they thin it, sometimes they don't, and they'll put it in cups or whatever, and then they pour it over shit. I've seen a couple things where they did combs or they did strainers or whatever, and they just keep pouring it, and it just lays out in the different colors and flows out. And then when it dries, it's on the canvas, and they'll coat it with a clear and make it super nice. But those are just random. Even when you're marbleizing, it's just random. You cannot reproduce the same thing over again. You can make it look similar, but you can't make the same thing. Years ago, I had a friend in Texas who got a job to marbleize a whole blazer. And so he asked me to come and help. We sat down and got a plan. I would paint one side, he'd paint the other, and then we'd swap. Then I'd paint and he'd paint, and then we'd swap, and then he'd paint. That way we were, because no painter paints the same way as any other painter. So by doing this, we're blending the 2 painting skills in, and it's not one side painted by one guy and one side painted by the other, but it took both of us, because the marbleizer has to go on wet. It can't sit on too long, and if it starts to dry, oh yeah, you're gonna have a problem, because you can't shape the pearl. So it's just this just faded color. It's not good. So we had to work on it together, and then when it come time to marbleize it, he had to do one side of the plastic, I had to do the other, and we're laying it in, and then we'd pull it out and flip it over and lay it in the next part. Do the bottom, flip the plastic over, lay it in the next one, pull the next sheet out, lay it in, flip it over, lay it in the top, and we'd have the whole side done. So he tells the guy, he's like, whatever you do, don't wreck this vehicle. because if you do, we have to do the whole side. Can't just fix the corner panel or the door or the whatever. Yeah, and about a month later or two, whatever, the guy cracked it up. So I don't know what he ever did to fix it. I think the guy just said, I don't care. Just fix it, and whatever it looks like, you know. But you can definitely tell it's not, you know, when you do it all together, it all has the same look all down through it. So, let's see, you can use metal flake paint for airbrush like they use on cars. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I've been kind of thinking about that a little bit. I have quite a few pearls and flake, well, micro sequins. There's 3 different. Well, actually, these days there's more, but there's mainly 3 different kinds. You have metal flake, which is huge stuff, like what you'd see on a carnival, just gigantic, like bigger than glitter. Then you have you have flake, you have metal flake, and then you have you have sequence, you have flake, sequence, and then you have micro sequence. And usually micro sequence is, well, it's still a pearl is the next step or 2 steps down below micro sequence. Pearl is still a flake. It's not it's not actually a paint. It's just extremely small. That's what a lot of well, I see actually nowadays they're painting vehicles without any flake or transparency at all. To me, they're like military vehicles. The gray, you know, they're earth colors. So grays and light browns and tans and stuff like that. But it's funny because back in the day, that's what we had to paint them because we didn't have metallic paints and stuff. You sprayed a base color and then you came in and sprayed other stuff on top of it, a micro sequence or a flake or pearlescence or whatever. And depending upon how thick you you mixed it and how many layers. And I mean, there was a whole bunch to it. So, oh, Fire Spark, your dad used to paint cars. Nice. Yeah. You know, I haven't painted in years, but I used to paint a lot. And I've done some pretty sick paint jobs over the years. So anyways, I do have leftover stuff from all of that. That's what I'm getting at over there. So you know, this is the thing. If we painted something with a pearl or a flake or something like that, or well, when we wouldn't use flake, it would be sequence or micro sequence. How much of that would you really see in the house? That is a light reflected, you know, thing. So it would, you know, it would just be that random chance that the light is hitting it just right as you're walking by that you would see it. So is it worth trying to, you know, put something like that in there? But I was still thinking about doing that. Maybe doing a glaze of it. You know, maybe like once, I don't know. We'll check it out. I did a lot of pinstriping. You know what? Not as much as I would have liked to. Let me just put it to you this way. From 1 to 10, well, because I don't do it, or let's put it this way, because I haven't done it a lot over the last few years, I'm going to say my airbrush skills are about an 8 right now. At one time, they were a 10 and above. And it wouldn't take me long if I started airbrushing frequently and heavily that I'd be back to the 10 again. But with pinstriping, I'm maybe a 5, 5.5, 6 might be pushing it. I've made some cool stuff. I got the basics ideas down, but there's still a lot of work there. when you're pinstriping, it's knowing how and having the experience is two different things. So you can know how to do it, but it's going to take a lot of doing it that you flow with it. So it is hard. Pinstriping is hard. If it was easy, everybody would. But yes, yeah, pinstriping's hard. Some things I can do well. I can actually lay a tape down and run a stripe off the tape, but never touch the tape. Does that make sense? I'm just using the tape as a guide. So most people don't care about that. So these days, well, I can't remember the last time anybody's asked me to do that. Back when I was younger, when guys came to me with their cars and they were wanting them pinstriped, they didn't want a taped edge. They wanted the pinstripe line. So you had to actually follow the tape without touching the tape to make that straight line. Yeah. And the guys that have done it for years are like unbelievably good. So yeah, like I said, with pinstriping, I'm going to say I'm a 5.5, 6 pushing it. But kicking the camera there. Streaming and doing the stuff we're doing, I want to do some of that. I got a whole, wouldn't mind, wow, I kicked that pretty good. That was a pretty good shake right there. I just saw it on YouTube or on my Xbox. Anyways, I wouldn't mind getting it out and doing some and showing people what I know and practicing and doing some stuff. It is fun. And there's a lot of, how I got into it, and I guess I shouldn't even say how I got into it because I didn't even do pinstriping for quite a while. It was that people wanted lettering on their cars. Everywhere I went, people goes, "Hey, could you put my name on my car, on the door?" And it's like, yeah, sure. So I had to learn how to paint with a paintbrush. And I remember, okay, who I don't even know if they're still in business. Canyon Rent to Own. I'm not plugging their business or anything, but they were a rental place that you could go rent shit. What? Anyways, good night, Bramble. Yeah, we're about ready to wrap this up. All right, thank you, buddy. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow night if you come and join. Carving and especially the story time. Okay, well, I'll finish this up and then we'll wrap it up because it's 10 o'clock. So anyways, what was we talking about? Pinstriping and lettering. I don't even remember the point I was getting at now, but yes, I had to learn how to hand letter. Now, I didn't have anybody to teach me. This was before the internet. You couldn't Google it, The people I bought my supplies from, hey, man, do you guys know? No, we don't. All we know is this is the shit that you use, dude, When I did gold leafing, that's what I got on that. Hey, do you know how to gold leaf? Got any pamphlets on how to gold leaf? No. We just got some stuff there, Don't. Anyways. I had to learn it by myself. Therefore, what I've got is I've got knowledge, but not taught knowledge, or should I say like college knowledge? Like I was just saying about the canvases with gesso or gesso. I mean, I knew that I had to put something on the canvas after painting many of canvases. But I didn't know that that's what I had to do, or should do. So I don't have the like college kind of background. I just have years of painting and knowing this didn't work and that didn't. So it's like it's basically like I discovered all of my art on my own. I didn't go Google it, you know, or go watch somebody else's video. And therefore, my stuff is completely different than most other people. Don't get me wrong, it's still art. It's just my style. And oh, writing the names on the doors. Yeah, I just had to learn how to hand letter. And you know, well, okay, this is a good story here. I would buy lettering brushes. You could buy squirrel hair lettering brushes by themselves at the what was it called? One Shot in Hawaii. And I would buy different. They're kind of flat, like they're not quills, but they're flat. And anyways, I didn't know about paletting, which is mixing the paint, the thinners in the paints and stuff. So I'd paint a lot dry, or just the natural flow of the paint. I always felt it did better. Actually, in a way, it kind of did do better because I painted on so thick it would flow out and it would hardly leave brush strokes. Plus, the light fastness of it was amazing. Seemed like later on when I started thinning it a little bit, it didn't hold up quite as well to UV rays, and it would kind of fade a little bit or start getting a little transparent. When it starts getting a little transparent, you could really see the brush strokes then and stuff. But anyways, I had to learn how to do that. And when I'd wash my brushes, I'd wash them out and they'd be dry and I'd put them up. And I'd get them out and hairs would be breaking off. And I'd paint and there'd be hairs all over in the paint. And I'd clean them and dry them off and put them up. And after 20, 30 uses, I hardly had any hairs left on the damn brush. So this one day I was in Pine Bluff. It's years after coming back, well, a couple of years after coming back from Hawaii. And this guy who just traveled, he had a little truck with a camper trailer on the back, or a camper on the back of the truck. And he just went from town to town and he would paint signs and stuff for people for money. And that's how he got around and lived. And he stopped because he saw I had an airbrush place and we started talking, and he gave me a paintbrush, and I'll show it to you guys when we get it out. I still have it. I mean, this is clear back before my wife passed away. She's gone 24 years. He said it was old and was given to him by an old painter. Who knows how old this paintbrush is? But I told him, I said, how can you keep a paintbrush this long? I can't keep them more than a year, 6-8 months. They're ruined. Well, what do you keep them in? I don't keep them in nothing. I keep them in my toolbox. He goes, you don't, he's like, here, let me show you. He pulls his brushes out and they're in motor oil. So he's got a toolbox with motor oil in it, and all his brushes live in motor oil. Ever since then, my pinstriping and my lettering brushes live in oil. As soon as I use it for the first time, when it gets cleaned, it goes right into motor oil. It's oil-based. It keeps the hairs soft and pliable. They don't dry and break. It's just like hair on your head. Because they use squirrel hair, camel hair, horse hair. I mean, they use all kinds of hairs. I think there's buffalo hair. I don't know. And, it's just like your hair. It'll dry and break and frizz off. So you soak it in oil and you can keep them buggers forever. Yeah. So all of my paint brushes live in oil. I got I don't know how old my tackle box is. It's a fishing tackle box. It's old. I think from my childhood old. And yeah, they all sit in that. And then I got little containers for other brushes and my pinstriping and my scrolling brushes and stuff. But I'd really like to scroll more. I really enjoy that, but it's not popular anymore. Scroll work, doing little stuff. But yeah, I want to get that out. I've got it's not here, but I got a car window, and it's great. You can paint on that, wipe it off, paint on that, wipe it off, paint on that, wipe it off. If it dries, scrape it off with a razor blade, and you're good to go. All right, everybody, I think we have run this stream out quite a bit. We'll talk about airbrushing when we're doing that. Thank you all. I do appreciate you. If you guys do have pumpkins, like I said, please put them in Discord for me. I'd like to check them out. I'm sure everybody else would too. And look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow if we stream some Gen Zero. And once again, guess what? I don't have an outro. So this stream will just abruptly end. And probably not 1 minute too soon. So, all right, everybody. Thank you guys once again. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.